Okay, I have said this before, but we are running if you find problems. Like if it doesn't, you don't hear my sound, like my microphone or something like that, of course, then let me know. Um, but otherwise, I think we're good. Moved my cheese on YouTube, so I had to find something before being totally ready. So I had to get rid of some of this stuff. These test messages. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. So if you could, as usual, if you see an issue, please let me know so that I can handle it as quickly as possible. Okay, just this. Okay. Yeah, I just sent out the notification on Discord. Now, if I remember right, this is isometric, right? I think is the play style, kind of like Diablo and similar. But then you have some cutscenes and whatnot as well. So I believe that's right. I guess we'll find out if I'm wrong, but I think I've got everything. So I get into this. I already set up so that it should show the game on stream as soon as I get in. There we go. Was delayed to show up. I was like, or not, but no, we're good. Okay. This game can be played either with mouse and keyboard or with a gamepad. Both are great options, but the experiences are slightly different. So if you have a gamepad, we would recommend you to try out both control methods to see which one you prefer. I mean, I don't have a gamepad. I have an Xbox controller, so I'm just going to use mouse and keyboard. To be honest, I'm not going to get a gamepad just for this game and never use it for most other games or something. I mean, I could start using it for other games, but I mean, I've just got a mouse and keyboard. Let's just do that. You can seamlessly switch from one to the other in the game without having to change any settings. That's okay. I'll be doing mouse and keyboard, like I said. So the first image is no longer visible. What now? Oh, they're talking on the left. See, because if I go to the left, to the right, now the image on the left shows up, but it's not visible. Like when I'm in the middle here, I I don't think it's. I mean, I guess it's very in the right angle. It's barely visible. So I'm gonna just go and say this is good. I assume some of this stuff is probably fine, probably already in place, but subtitles on. Yep. Let me know if this turns out to be too small for you all to read. If it is, then I can increase the size. It's the default, so we'll just leave that. Yeah, we'll say mouse. Keyboard and mouse. Camera movement speed? I guess we'll leave these as defaults as well. Oh, interesting. I was like in this like kind of halfway space, so that it kept going in between. Oh yeah, where is that? Right. Anyway, somewhere around here. Anyway, let's see what this says. So right mouse is draw a weapon. Okay. F is interact? What is E then? Oh, Q and E for rotating the camera. I see. Okay, that's fine. Mouse wheel up, mouse wheel down. Zooming makes sense. WASD. Oh, and then inverted because forward and back on a crane. Yeah. Okay. Lower anchor. P is pause game. So escape doesn't do anything? Or is escape something else? No. It's neither. I don't know why we could do escape. Oh. Is it not? It doesn't measure escape, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'll just reset them. They're fine, I think. Pretty much. We'll learn a bunch of this as we go along, I'm assuming, too. Okay. Escape back. Camera rotation direction versus speed. Sensitivity, rotation direction. Okay, that's gamepad. Okay. Visual probably is fine. Don't think I need to do any of that. Audio. Yeah, it doesn't sound too loud for me. I guess we find out if we actually get in the game, but okay. Did I change anything? Hang on. What did I do on yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, I changed input device. Okay, we'll do Y apply. Okay. All right, here we go.
Good morning. It is morning, right? Hey. It's okay. It's okay. Has he been coming here often?
Oh, he's been here a few times, and he's been very helpful. Well, actually, everyone's been really kind, Hannah.
That's nice.
Anna told me to feed you as soon as you wake up. You're just skin and bones, she says.
What? She's one to talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Herman.
For what? You got sick. It's not your fault.
I know, but I don't want you to worry about me.
You always look after me, but I can look after you too, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go see everyone. When I get back, tell him you're fine. I mean, if you want to, of course. Maybe you want to rest.
No, I'd love to. Have you got work today?
Yeah, I managed to get a few shifts in the coal bay.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Look, don't worry, I haven't worked with Alva.
But you've spoken to her, yeah?
No.
Look, I don't mind if you have. If you want to talk to her, then...
It's not that. It's just... Well, I can make my own decisions. And I think we're doing fine. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Anyway. I'll see you tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Sibling love. It's interesting. I like the art style. It's like realistic, but not hyper realistic. Like, and I'm not ragging on them at all, but like in Resident Evil games, they get like really realistic in some places. And this doesn't worry about the extreme detail, but it's still good quality, really good quality. So I like that a lot. Feels a little, sometimes like they go a little too extreme. See, like the eyelid movements, very slight like that, are better, more realistic for me than like, you know, crow's feet or something around the eyes.
We're coming in. What's the hole?
Whoa, what's happening? Why?
Officer?
It's just you here.
And you?
Where's your brother?
He's working.
And where's work?
Green Rock Mines? He should be back by now.
Really?
Yeah.
Look. He's not in any trouble. We just want to talk to him.
Okay.
Maybe you could help. You wouldn't mind coming down the station with us, would you?
Why?
Just sort a few things out.
No, we can sort him out here. I haven't done anything. All right, I'll get my bag.
Good.
Nice little threatening gesture. Just happen to set your hand on your nightstick.
Hey.
Did she slip out?
Hey.
She did. Oh.
She's gone. Find her before she leaves the building.
Little minx. Clever. I like it. Very clever. Excellent. So I guess we're going right into gameplay. Sneaking past and out of the building, I suppose.
You get to the machine room and you two circle the rooftops. She'll use the hatches to get out. Anderson, Thomason, you'll knock on doors.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's safe. I'm climbing out.
Yeah, isometric. Okay. So clicking to move around. Okay. Let me see if there's anything over here to examine. I'm going to do that for the little tutorial thing. So it stops prompting me to do it. It's like, you going to move anytime today, or you just going to sit on your butt and do nothing? Good to know. Is this, I guess, just to tell me who she is? I did see a thing.
I need to get out of here and find Herman before they
I did
do.
see a thing in the controls saying like multiple characters, so presumably that's so you know which character's which. Q and E to rotate the camera view. Escape the building, reach the rooftop ladder. Okay. So got this. Just so you know, Henry, your constant meandering across the metal floors is giving me a headache. Do you have to take that route every single time? Just take the way around for once. Okay.
I hate those floors. They're so loud.
Yeah, something over there. There's also coal over here, though. Is this invert camera rotation? Yeah, I don't need to do that, but that's good to know. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't look like there's anything over here to worry about. All right. Let's go over here. Is there a crouch control? So if I... Maybe it's an auto crouch thing. When it's time, it's just she automatically gets stealthy. I don't know. It's not looking like it. Okay, well, it's fine. I'm sure they'll give me whatever I need for whatever I need. 1 of 6 collectibles: Eriksholm, Rosemark's Gate, and Bastion.
This is our city. We're not the capital. But sometimes I think maybe we should be.
Yeah, a lot of times bigger cities are not capital cities. And look at, for example, in the United States, New York State. New York City is not the capital of the state. It's Albany. And so it's easy to assume, based on that, but...
Oh no.
Open the door. Look, we're no trouble today unless... okay.
You can't just...
I can't just what?
You! Leave him alone.
Look, sir, just stay calm. We'll be gone soon.
You keep coming here like you own the place. We're not going to put up with this forever,
It's
you know.
quite enough, sir. Don't you think?
If I can get to Aunt Mary down the hall, she can help.
You've calmed down.
Leave me alone. This is my house.
They'll
Just
hear
go
me.
away.
I have
As
to
long as
move
we have an
quietly.
understanding, sir.
Always sneak in hostile situations. That's Aunt Mary, I'm assuming.
I hope Mary's home. Mary, it's me, Hanna. Hurry, they're looking for me.
Come on then, get inside. What have you done this time?
Nothing for once. They're looking for Herman.
Don't lie, love. They're tearing down the place to find you.
They were taking me to the station. What was I supposed to do?
What, do they want your brother then?
I'll let you know when I know. So can I...
Please, open up.
Yes, use the ladder. Go on. Yes, yeah, I heard ya. I'm coming.
Stay, woman.
Oh, no, you don't. Come back here.
That was close.
So, all I'm saying, we're at Cutter's Hill to pick up the boy, and apparently he's got a sister. What do they do? Rob the mayor? Murder someone? Both, maybe?
Shut up.
What?
Shut up. Listen. Watch the door. Where's it coming from?
They're watching the door. I have to find another way out.
Well, what are you doing here?
Same as you.
She's in here, you idiot.
But,
You all right, Sixon?
Fine, sir.
You're not coming down with a heart box, are you?
It's just a cold, sir. Don't worry about it.
Hey, what you doing here?
I work here. What's your excuse?
You know bloody well you're not supposed to.
I know. I'm leaving.
Good. This way, then.
Hey,
Sorry.
I was just finishing up in the machine room.
I don't care.
If I can reach the engine room, that's my way out. Someone's coming.
Just shut the damn thing down. Can you do that, at least?
Worst assignment ever.
So the engine room's down over this way, I guess.
Any luck, Sigerson?
Nah. We're looking in the wrong places.
Well, they could use you in the machine room.
Right, I'll see what I can do.
Well, crap. Was I supposed to go behind him while that was...
One little wench. Entire precinct looking for her. It's embarrassing. Force isn't what it used to be.
Hopefully. Look in there. Hopefully he won't see me. I don't know. It's kind of hard at the angle to tell if he's going to see me. I guess we'll find out.
I'm telling you for the last time now, shut it down and come with me.
All right. Suit yourself.
That's what it is.
They're really going for it today.
Spaces leave.
With the steam engine down, I have to move quietly.
Finally, some bloody peace and quiet.
Oh, I don't know. I quite like the sound of steam engines.
Yeah, but you've always been strange, Sigerson.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Okay, I think. Actually, I need to see. There's nobody over here? Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody over here. So if I can get past and back to this side, I should be behind him temporarily, and then we got going on back here. Because they were talking to each other. Oh, this guy's looking, so I gotta be careful with that. Probably can see me if I try to make too much over here.
The ladder at the other side of the room. That's my way out.
Over there. Oh, no big deal. Just right by the guy who can see you. But sure. Okay. Okay, so after he comes back over here, I'll go there again, I guess. Because he can't really do this. This will make noise, right? Which is an issue. Or I guess could be an issue. The question is... Yes, if I do that, that will make noise, and then... Alright, let's try this. Okay, so if I go over to here without being seen, but then he'll see me as he comes by. So how do I need to work this? I basically, it looks like what I need to do is get to here so that I'm close enough that I'll be out of his line of sight. And if I'm against this, he should not see me coming by, right? That's awfully risky. Okay, so I think what I first do is go to here. And then from there... Okay, let's see if I can do that. Okay, go over here maybe? Yeah, I think we're okay. We'll see, but I don't think he'll see me from here. I'm as far close to this as I can get, so I think that's basically just what I can do. Yeah. Here. I guess what I want is when he is over, maybe when he starts to come up here, or when he's heading for this stair. I don't know. The thing is, if he reacts, it could send me. It could send him back this direction, and I don't want that, of course. Oh, maybe I do actually. If I can go around this. And he comes distracted enough here, I could go behind him maybe, and then up to the ladder, and that might distract this guy too. He might come over this way. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
This should get the crates moving again.
Maybe it's on a schedule.
Hans? Hans, shut it down again, will ya?
What do you mean, shut it down? Do I look like an engineer?
Check the panels. The workers pulled a switch or something.
All right, all right. Okay. Careful now. Let's see here.
How's it going?
Look, I have no idea how any of this works.
Just keep looking for anything that seems like it's, I don't know, operational and, you know, operating.
That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Look for the main control, maybe.
Okay, okay. This is getting us nowhere. Let's just leave it.
Fine. Suit yourself then.
Maybe look for a valve, Hans. If you turn it...
Look, I'm telling you, there's no switch, no button, no lever, and most certainly no bloody... Oh, wait. Valve, huh?
Yeah, you see it?
Look! I think it's better if we just sit this one out. If I turn this, maybe we'll blow up the whole neighborhood.
Don't turn it, just in case.
I need to time this right. Make sure.
No, yeah, I need to time it right. Wasn't paying attention to that guy spotting me. Doggone it.
Just in case.
I need to time this right. Make sure he won't see me.
Neighborhood.
No. I didn't notice that was moving until that's too far. That was my bad. That's definitely my bad. Okay. Wait for another one to go through it. There. No, back.
I made it.
Only 2 fails. So stupid. Chapter 1. What the boy took. Oh, is that why he saw it? Yikes.
Oh, here comes another one now. They're busy today.
Yeah, I get exhausted just looking at them.
Hey, Hanna.
Hey, Ben. You didn't see me, okay?
So, this is you?
Herman, actually. But before they find him, they're taking me to the station.
Herman? What did he do? Wait, don't tell me. I probably don't want to know.
Always better not to know.
Well, it doesn't matter, because I have no idea. But I know his places. I'll find him. Before they do.
Be careful, okay?
Be careful.
I will. Bye. I can get out through the east gate, but the police are blocking the main road. So I'll have to go through Cobbler's Gate instead.
Cobbler's Gate. Use that and that to adjust the
All
camera.
right, lads. You'll take Blacksmith Square, and you, gents, Taylor's Yard. And you, cover the Docklands. Now get a move on. If she gets out from the building, we're the ones who have to catch her.
Herman and I used to play here all the time when we were little. He's still little to me. I hope he's safe and hiding somewhere already.
They're only over here, I guess. Okay. Think just down? What is? Oh, I think that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go here. How do I get over to this? Across. Okay. This. Thank you, Alva. You've fed my family for at least a week now. I won't forget it. You can count on me if you need me. Is that just Poe? I guess is the name? Anyway.
Alva's reach is growing. I suppose that's a good thing.
Is that or is that not, though? I don't know. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. So we're just playing some Eriksholm. So, no big deal. Just, you know, the usual.
Bird's gonna attract attention if I get close.
Yeah. It's good graphics. So far, I like it. There's an opening cutscene. I was commenting earlier. I like... So it's realistic graphics in terms of like, you know, like good quality, more modern graphics, but it's not the super crisp, but possibly unnecessarily too realistic style that you end up with some things like more like Resident Evil or certain things like that, where it's just like, it's almost like they spend too much time on the graphics. So you get like crow's feet and stuff by the eyes is more of a focus, and not so much on one thing that I noticed in this that I really appreciated, which was in a cutscene when she was just when she was not just waking up. I think it was when she's about to go to bed anyway. Her eyelids kind of half lowered and then raised slightly and then lowered a little bit more and then raised all the way. And then kind of she blinked a couple times, and then she closed her eyes. It's like what we do with our eyes, right? Other than just normal blinking, which is always, obviously, all the way up and down. Or at least up as far as you can open them if you're tired. But, realistically, for different things, like if I'm suspicious about something, I might narrow my eyes and stuff, right? Or if, in that case, which was her, where she was kind of thinking about things, and so she was... You know, her eyes were moving in a direction she was thinking and stuff. The lid's half closed as she was pondering, which is more realistic than you might see in some other games. And again, not to rag on games, but I like that style of realism better than the, and you see a pimple here and a mole here, and you can see the hair sprouting from the mole. I mean, that's cool in terms of like realism, but I much prefer like the motions, the animation of the eyelids and the facial expressions and stuff to be more realistic than worry about, is this skin texture with enough pores that it looks like somebody who has a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, you can get too caught up in the weeds on some of that stuff. And again, I'm not ragging on either franchise or either game series or whatever. But in this, I like better the less reliance on that kind of stuff and more on the motions and the animation, like how smooth it is, versus, well, gameplay is important too, but I'm talking about in a cutscene, right? The way that her face moves, like her cheeks move and her lips move and her eyes move and eyelids move and stuff, I find that more appealing to do that realistic than I do, oh my gosh, can you see all the detail on this? No, doesn't mean I don't appreciate both. I appreciate them both almost the same, but if you have to choose, I would much rather have the realistic animations versus the realistic like skin texture and stuff. Anyway, that's I guess what all I'm saying. Not trying to harp on it too much, but oh, is it? On true 3D? Oh. See, if you're going to start with a particular style, I don't know. I feel like maybe you need to try to stick with that style if you're able. Because people who end up liking, maybe they decide not enough people liked the game. Maybe that's the issue. But if you're relying on, or if you've established an audience, a fan base, and then you go into some totally different gameplay style, you potentially could lose some of your fan base, right? Not everybody is a fan of totally changing. Yeah, sandbox, well, within reason. It depends on your definition of sandbox. Like, you can't, like, destroy or build or whatever anything. But yes, there's definitely sandbox elements to it, for sure. You can break, you can move a hatch, you can, like if you approach these birds, that's, I gotta watch this because there's a guard here, and these birds react if I get too close. And so if I get too close and the birds react, the guard will be like, hey, what's going on over here, right? And he'll investigate. I don't want him investigating. But I potentially may want to to go over this at some point. Well, that is a possible issue for me because of all the birds here. Now, the birds go to this part, but I'm feeling like if I even do this, that's going to be too close and the birds will scatter. That's a potential problem. I'm trying to get here. It would be more ideal if I can somehow get up on this roof and drop down over here without bothering the birds. I don't know the best way to do that. Let's see. So if I go over here, can I... I'm not seeing a ladder or something. It'd be nice if I could climb on top of this, but I don't know how I would do that. Is there a... See, there's a railing here. I don't know if that's going to work to climb up, though. So that's not awesome. There is something to grab here. I would like to grab it because so far they've been notes, which would be storyline stuff. But how? How is the question? Okay, let me start by doing this. If I can do this without the birds getting bothered, that is, of course. Because I actually don't know.
Looks like it's jammed. Yeah, I see it. Let me get my tools. Thanks.
What are the... Oh. Get back up.
Oh.
Alright. he went over to investigate.
Who's there? Is that you, Johnson? You there? Anyone? No? Oh, well.
Alright, and the birds are gone. So I could potentially go now and not disturb, not draw attention. Does depend on if they come back or something before I... Yeah, they came back. Doggone it. Okay. I wonder if I missed my opportunity with that. Let's see. Checkpoint reached. I go... Let's see. Is there anybody over here now that'll see me? This guy is right here, and he will see me. So that's not going to be great for me. How am I going to do this? Wonder if I can disturb the birds again and climb up the ladder fast enough that he comes over, he like comes looking, finds this guy, and then explains it away? Maybe. How close is he to the... He's still there. So I might be able to. We'll see. Yeah, he reached a checkpoint, so if I fail, I guess I can go back. Let me reposition so I can move back quickly. Keep going.
Okay, that's definitely something. I wonder. Look, just come out. I won't hurt you. Right.
Well, before the birds come back. No, okay. Restart the checkpoint because I think he's too nervous now. Let me redo the check from the checkpoint. So this time he'll say, "Is he for sure?" And then no, and then okay. We go down. I think what I'm gonna do.
Looks like it's jammed.
Oh.
Yeah, I see it. Let me get my tools. Thanks.
Wait. No, no, stop. Okay, stop. No, no. Oh, you know what? Actually. Doggone it. I didn't hit space. I was trying to stop on the ladder. More time. So that's a couple of failures, I think. At least I'm counting them as failures. Alright.
Looks like it's jammed. Yeah, I see it. Let me get my tools. Thanks.
I'm going to try to hide around this corner.
Oh.
Hopefully he won't see me.
Who's there?
Yep, and then as this guy comes back...
Is that you, Johnson? You there? Anyone? No? Oh, well.
Here they come. There we go. There we go. Now I'm on the other side. All right. Gold Crown Imports. Harbor Arrivals Register. I don't know what the SV is. Sapphire Breeze, May 4th, trade good. Oh, that's... I see. These are vessels. So, sailing vessel or something, whatever SV stands for. Probably kind of like USS or HSS for Britain. I don't know what Aussies have, what you guys have for your Navy, but how you have the letter designations at the front of ships. That's probably what these are. So, SV Sapphire Breeze, MV Charlotte, May 4th or May 7th. Passengers and trade goods. The Radiance was trade goods and armaments. SV Aurora Dawn, June 1st, armaments. MV Vanguard, June 3rd, trade goods. SV Maritima, June 18th, passengers. MV Eleanor, June 18th, trade goods. MV Silver Crest, June 21st, passengers, trade goods. Cancelled routes to Rosebank? Ports of coal are increasing. Eriksholm in particular is seeing a drastic decline in trade, and the Pan-Oceanic Company remains quiet. Give me your notes on this, and we'll discuss tomorrow. Jameson. Okay.
I think the port's as busy as it's ever been. But I suppose I'm wrong then.
Well, you might be. Now I guess what I want to do is disturb the bird so I can come back over while he's distracted and come through. Okay. Wish me luck, because I'm not sure how quickly I'm going to be able to do this. Oh, come on.
Okay, that's definitely something.
I wonder.
Keep wondering, buddy. Keep wondering.
Look, just come out. I won't hurt you.
Evade a guard with the help of birds.
Right.
If I don't move fast, that officer up there will see me.
Okay. Shift to run.
I made it. That officer's blocking my way to Cobbler's Gate. Perhaps there's a way around him.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, here we go. It lights up your destinations, which is handy, so that you know where you need to head. Okay, so we have a map now with a lot of things circled. I wonder how... Okay, so we got the Sailmaker's Quarter is here. So a lot of cloth and stuff, right? Pier 9. Pier 7. Cobbler's Quarter. Okay. The Old Mill. Pier 6. The Old Drawbridge, Oak Tree Quarter, Fisherman's Rest, Blacksmith's Square, the East Gate. That's actually my destination, is the East Gate, but I have to go way the hell around because of where the guards are. Widow's Bridge here, and then there's the East Gate Terminal, which I'm assuming is the building where the guards stay when they're not patrolling, and they probably have somebody there, like, to check people in and stuff, or something like that, I would guess. All right.
Good luck, officers. I know this place better than any of your silly maps.
I mean, I don't, though, so you're putting a lot of faith in me, but okay. We'll just pretend like I do, also. checkpoint reached. It's there. See, now, why would I go over here? Is there some collectible or something? I don't know why I would go here otherwise, because it feels like I would want this grate, right? And then come out here. And then when they're, you know, back turned or whatever, then I sneak past. Oh, he's in my way, though, so I'd have to get him to move. And I'm not sure. He barely walks at all. He's like bored and basically picking his nose or something. Awesome. Okay. So this isn't really going to be all that much help generally. Maybe that's why. Maybe I need to... But there are birds here, so that's obviously a potential problem too. If I were to go over here, this does not really give me anywhere to go. So I don't think I actually want to go this way. Unless maybe it's to draw a guard over to here for some reason. But otherwise, I don't really think there's... I'm not boarding a ship. I'm trying to get out a gate. It specifically said. So I don't... I think this is pointless. I think this is a bait. They're baiting me to go over here because it's golden. So therefore, I must need to go that way, right? But I don't think that's the way I want to go at all. Now the question is, though, if I go over this way... So we have this gate I would want to vault over. There's another note here, of course. And then, presumably, I'd be past these guards, and I would hide here until his attention is away, and then I can go past him this way. Okay, but... How do I get this guard to go away? If I disturb the birds, these guards will be right on me, like pretty much almost immediately. But maybe not. If the three guards are more or less congregated here, and I get, like, by the time I get here, they're basically all three here. If I vault and go over to and disturb the birds a little bit, and then I vault back and get around here before they're able to, they're probably going to be more drawn to the birds. If I'm lucky, I might be able to get back up here without them seeing me. Then I can take this and this while they're away, drop down, and then sneak through. That might be what I have to do. Well, crap. That's not awesome. But okay. That might be what I need to do. Alright, let's go here for now. Press space anytime to stop while moving, yeah. Space is while in mid-move. Stop here. He's gonna go... Well, crap. Definitely don't want to stay where I was. Okay, now he's heading that direction. Oh, but he's not exactly. Doggone it. I don't know if this is going to work because this guy's so close. Guess we'll find out. I don't know if I can even get these birds to do anything unless I go up here, though. I don't think this is going to work. How am I supposed to go across? Because if I go this way, This other guy is really just pretty much like blocking here. So can I don't think I can go and then drop. I have to draw this guy away, I think. Well, shoot. The only thing I know how to do for distraction is birds. I don't have any items on me, I don't think. I've got these letters, but that I'm not going to throw a wad of paper at them. Okay. Go over here. Where can I go from here, though, and not... So I'm basically going to be trapped, I think. And see, once after he stopped here, once he continues, he pretty much just keeps walking and walking and walking around. He stops here, and he stops like here, but then he just walks all this. He doesn't stop. So... Oh, he does stop there.
Who's there?
No, there you go. No, back up. No, back down. Yep. Okay. Then he's out of place, though, right?
Oh, well.
No!
There! She's over here!
I guess that doesn't go through, because I was going to go around the other back side of the box, but apparently that does not... Okay. Okay. So they actually don't come through the gate, they come up this. So that should be fine.
Who's there?
Up this. Oh. There we go. And that's how I do it, instead of... This, I think, was a bait. I think the other was... I was misinterpreting... Yeah, well, both might work, too. I don't actually know. But I think that other one was the bait. I go up through here, but there's nothing up here except for this, so... Maybe bait's the wrong word. Maybe there's just a way to go, but there's nothing actually there. Anyway. Cutter's Hill, Labor Department. Dear sirs, we urge you to reconsider your decision to cancel the registration of Cutter's Hill citizens. We agree that due to the continuous spread of the heartpox, as well as the poor development of occupational skills and the rise of unemployment, Cutter's Hill is at rope's end. But Cutter's Hill residents remain resourceful. They're not to be underestimated. Not maintaining our records on their numbers and whereabouts leave us vulnerable to any kind of organized uprising, small or large. I am yours truly, Frederick Walster, Director of Labor, Cutter's Hill District.
That's the nicest thing someone said about us in quite some time.
Yeah.
I just need to get past that officer on the street now, and then I'll be at Cobbler's Gate.
Which means... after he goes back, I will go... up here? Right across the bridge, I think? need to get here. Which means I'm leaping that. Which means this guard. You want to try to get around him. Okay. Now, if I were to come over to this street, is there somebody right here? No, it doesn't look like it. So, when he is turned around, so we'll go here for the moment. And then run past him. Okay. And is there anything over here to grab? There's a note right here. Okay. Cutter's Hill in the past, woodworking. Herman, social anthropologist. They weren't just workshops. They were places of conjure, life coaxed from timber. With each chisel stroke, another story revealed within the grain. But you had to be patient. If the wood did not respond, you would have to let it be, or it would close, dry up, and not shape itself for you. The last shop closed just a few weeks ago. I think the owner took a job in the Green Rock mines.
I think I know this place. It's been empty for some time now.
Okay. So far, the only things we've collected, I mean, I guess it's collected in terms of game collectibles. The only things we've picked up, or whatever, have been, like, notes. We've not actually grabbed any items. So I don't know if we're only going to be sneaking this whole time. I imagine at a certain point we'll need to, like, have something to defend ourselves. It'll get more action-oriented later. I'm guessing. I don't know, though. I'm fine with it like this, but I'm assuming at some point we'll get more action. What does he... Okay, both of these are watching this direction. So I could potentially get behind them. I just gotta be careful. Or get behind here, I should say. I just gotta be careful. Oh, and they have a patrol. It's not great for me, but... I think ultimately I'm trying to go up this way to here, not past them. There's just that one note that's nearby them. Anyway, okay. Anybody gonna see me if I do this? Guess we'll find out. Two of 6 collectibles. Yeah, there are collectibles, and then there are notes that are actually like informational about what's going on. This is my second collectible. I might have missed one already. I don't know. But in the I think first area where you're actually out and doing gameplay, I think in the first area there was one collectible. So, the Baron's warranted seeds retail catalog for vegetable, flour, and grain, feeding the known world one harvest at a time. Grown and sold by Baron Patrick Dahl Eriksholm. Thus the name of where we are, Eriksholm.
I don't think anyone believes anymore that the Baron's actually feeding anyone.
Yeah, he's probably not. He's probably found a way to make money and is just doing that, what he needs to for that. All right, let me just double check that there's nothing over here that it's like, you know, thinking I might want to get or something. Yeah, and I can't go really any farther over this way. This looks like it could be something, but it's not flashing or anything like any of the other stuff I pick up, so I don't think I'm actually supposed to get that. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So I think what I'm really trying to do is get over here. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem to get up to this, but let me see. Oh, that's behind. No, this is where I just came from, so I definitely don't want this way. Oh, so where am I? Am I coming through here or no? I'm not. Okay, so I do actually have to sneak past those guys. Some way. Awesome. Let me think what I can do. Because these guys aren't turning at all. So I really don't know what I'm going to do to get past. Okay, let me... I think I'm out of line of sight. This guy's line of sight probably will see me here. If I go to this point, I probably won't be seen by anybody yet. I guess we'll find out. But that doesn't help. How the hell do I get across? I don't think I'm supposed to get across this. This has to be wrong, right? There's no way I can get across that at all. Am I trying? I don't know of a way to... Can I do something like this? I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. But where am I trying to go then? So ultimately I'm trying to go back this way. I just don't know. Alright. Hang on. I'm going to try to come back up here for a minute and we'll see. If I can figure something else out. This door does not glow yellow, so I think that means I cannot use it. Pretty sure that's what that means. But there's this guy here, and this is pretty much a dead end. So where am I trying to go? Can I... Is there a ladder or something I'm missing? To climb up or something? No? Where the crap am I going? There is something up here, so am I trying to get up on top of this? How, though, then, is my question. Can I... I'm just going to... Even though something's not glowing yellow or whatever, I'm going to see if there's some way... Because we have a glowing thing over here. We have a glowing thing here. So there's got to be some way to get up, right? And I'm assuming... Hang on. Okay, let me come back here and take one more look. See if I look over on this side if anything glows yellow over here. In which case I know for sure I'm going that way. But not just anything glows yellow, but like a ladder or a door or something to go in. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing anything here that tells me this is the way to go. And there are things on the roof over there. So if that's true, how do I, not here, how do I climb up Yeah, because if I would come over here, I don't see any way up anyway. There's no ladder or anything over here. So it's got to be... Am I trying to get the pipe? Use the pipes or something? Okay, let me come back here. I'm pretty sure I'm going this way, though. I just got to figure out where in the hell the actual path is that I'm supposed to take. So I go this way, right? And then... It's not looking like I can interact with anything here, though. So... What do I use? I am not sure. I click up here, it does nothing. I can't try up here or here, so obviously, okay, if I let's follow it backwards. So I at some point can get up there, which means I can get over here, which means I can get up this ladder. And then I cross this bridge. Really? But how? So how do I get on the other side of that? I'm so confused. Am I missing? Is there a oh, there's a grate or whatever here I can exit. I think maybe. Well, it's not glowing though. But it looks like I should be able to go in there in general terms, just it's not interactive. So no. So where would I... I do not see where to go. I'm going to have to look at a walkthrough on this part. I'm full thing. I just want to see... Because I don't see any place, potentially. I came through here originally, anyway. Like, I was down here because I had come up through this, right? And then over this fence, yeah. So how... Don't want to go back this way. That's where we were from, right? Okay, seriously, where in the crap? I do not know. And it's not awesome. Alright, hang on. Let me look at a walkthrough. I really am not sure. I don't like doing this because I'm gonna, even unintentionally, I'm gonna see some stuff I don't want to do probably. Let me see though. Okay, I did the boiler room, attic, workshop, steam engine, rooftops. Okay, rooftops is where I am. Show me that. I already got that. And then... Is this... That's past where I am. Hang on. What is this? That past where I am also? I did that already. Okay. No, this is back, I think, still. Hang on. Yes. Okay, that's what I just did a little bit ago. So then from there, yep, and then up, yep, and this. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that I could do that. Okay, that works. So what we want to do... Where am I now, by the way? Oh, here. All my wandering stuff. I didn't know we could do that. Okay, yeah, so I go over and back over this way. We'll wait for this guard again. So wait till he's not looking. I think. Hang on. And then it's... Wait, this way? Or is it... Wait, wasn't that right here? Hang on. Now, is it further over? Yeah, it's over here. Okay, so let me wait for this guy and run past him and then go again. Okay. Now... Apparently, we can also take these planks across the river to get to the other side. I didn't realize that. I'll have to see how we do that because I'm not totally sure that I know. Oh, is this ground level or something? No, it's up here. How do I... Oh, I go here and drop down. So I gotta watch out for this guard again. But he does actually turn his back, so as long as I'm careful and time it, I should be able... Let me just get right by the fence. When he's looking away, like that, then I can drop down here. Alright. So I guess we went the way to get a far out of the way collectible, and now we're going this way. I guess that was my plan the whole time, was to get the collectible, clearly. I totally knew it was there and stuff, so. Okay. So this, over here, and drop down. There we go. Let's see. He probably, in certain angles, probably both of these guys potentially can see me. So I'm probably going to want to make sure that I time this decently well. So this guy's looking away, this guy's looking away, and that guy's looking away. I don't know when that's going to happen. But if this guy wanders here and then turns back and then he... Maybe? No, not really. Well, I mean, maybe. He was looking this direction, so that might have been my opportunity. I'm not totally sure. Look at this. Okay. Oh, this was another option. No, I don't know if I'd be able to jump back up here, though, is the thing. But coming down this ladder is another option, another way to go. I could have come down. I just don't know if it would have worked in terms of being able to go after the other collectible. Again, I didn't know it was over there, but this would have been another potential way I could have gone. Okay. We are... I don't know if I'm going inside here or not. We cross here, obviously. Get over here. So out of line of sight. Yeah, it looks like there is something over here. And nobody around, so I should be fine to grab this. There's something inside here too, though. Oh wait, or is that a... Now it looks like it's something inside the building, so I'll want to get in the building after I grab this. It looks like. I don't know for sure, but it looks like that's what I want to do. Another collectible Evergreen South Station, Rosemark Railways. Okay.
One of our favorite hiding places. It's almost too easy to get lost in the crowd there.
Don't think I can go this way at all. It's got stuff so that it fits the rest of the environment, but I don't actually think this is a way to go. But it looks like there's something in here. If I go at the proper... Or was it just reflecting off the window? Oh, I think it was just reflecting off the window. It looked like it was inside, but if you look at this blue is reflection of this. Interesting. That's incredibly detailed too. More than they would need to do. I wouldn't have even paid attention to that. That's really well done. The reflection way the hell over here. Nice. I like it. Okay. Let's go back. This isn't even a guard, so he doesn't care, I don't think. Okay. What do I have for guards over here? Looks like no guards in this direction. Just double check angles. Yeah, I don't think there are any guards at all in this direction. Which is good. So I could just go across, grab this, and... then go this way and try to get up this, I think. Okay, we'll try that. Double check these guys. Try to make sure that they're not going to spot me as I go across. Line of sight will kind of get over in this direction, so I'll want to probably run it to get over. Once he turns back around. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go. That. Eriksholm Police Department investigation report. Investigation name Foreign Weaponry. Officer Captain Lander. It's the third time this quarter I'm finding a report on the continuous spread of foreign weaponry and the recent use on personnel in our own police or in our police force. With a high amount of immigrants, no doubt due to the distant war perhaps being not so distant as we'd like to believe, there's a growing import for alien weaponry and their use. The blowpipe in particular is seeing a wider popularity, with my officers finding traces of sedatives even in the West District areas. Once a weapon of this kind ends up in the hands of a truly potent wielder, it might ignite reactions we can't reverse. And trust me when I say, if this happens, it won't be in the dull upper-class segments. If anything, they'll be the target of said reactions. Though, perhaps, that's what's needed to get their attention. Captain Lander.
Potent wielder, huh? Well, well.
She's like, me, please me. Please let a potent wielder become me. Please. Is there anything over this way? Because this does continue. I'm just not sure that there's anything to get over here. Yeah, I don't think so. And I did, by the way, earlier say no officers, but I did notice that there's this guy up on top kind of wandering. So I have to watch out for him. I just meant down below here. He doesn't have line of sight through the buildings, of course. Yeah, okay. So I think we're done in this area and move on. I see no reason to climb back up over here. I saw no way to go at all once we get too far this way. So I'm pretty sure we just go this way.
You getting on the next shift as well?
Nah, I got a sick one at home. I need to get back to her.
Where were those voices? Over here, I guess. Maybe just townsfolk. I was making sure it wasn't like a cop or something was going to start spotting me suddenly. Easy to knock up the text for a game using ChatGPT, etc. these days. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm a little torn on the whole, like, using AI stuff. On the one hand, people definitely do have points when they talk about, you know, using AI, you take away potential, like, for example, if I used AI just to do all the artwork, then I potentially take away from somebody who could do the artwork and make, you know, earn some part of their living from that. But at the same time, if you're a solo developer, you might not have a lot of choice depending on what your skill set is, right? Like, I, over decades, have acquired various degrees of various skills. So some might, you know, arguably be not as good as others. But my point is, I have kind of an interesting and I think probably unusual collection of skills that most indie developers probably don't have. I think most developers will probably have, like single developers or maybe like small teams is better, of course. But if it's single developer especially, I think they might have 2 or 3 skills, but not the full thing, right? And I definitely don't have the full thing, but I have some degree of experience in programming, so I could probably learn and kind of kludge some code together and get it to work after enough reworking and frustration stuff. I can do some 3D artwork, although I don't always think things ahead of time, so I have to redo some stuff. But I'll eventually catch on and do things in a more efficient way, I think. So I have some degree with that, but I'm not nearly as good as other people. But I have some degree of that. I have musical composition background. I have writing background. So a lot of those things I can do myself, but it's still not going to be a solo act for sure. I cannot do enough voices to make me sound like different people for all the voice acting, for example. So anyway. You could just write it like Agatha Christie or something and you could get thousands of lines of text for the story. Imagine if you use AI for NPCs now as well. Comes across a bit watery. You need to corrupt the text a bit. AI at present seems to be seriously underused. Yeah. I think there's a good thing to be said for using AI but not going overboard. I think for sure, yeah. Okay, so where are you there? So I'm guessing, let's try this and see. Checkpoint reached.
I'll cross the old drawbridge next. That's the fastest way to the east gate and out from Cutter's Hill.
Go on, Johnson. You can take the roof, Johnson. Or we'll send someone to get you when it's over, Johnson.
And that's gonna leave. Okay, so I do have to go to the roof for sure and avoid him. Awesome. Okay. Wait, what is further down this way? Oh, this guy from forever ago. Yeah, I see. Okay. And I can do space as I'm traveling to pause the progress on the travel. So So really what I want to do is something like this for an angle. Do this, but pause.
Better be careful, or he'll spot me.
Yeah. Nope, pause. Oh, I see. Oh, so when he goes up here, after he walks this way, I need to start walking and go back behind this, I think, is what I really want to do. Hang on. I think I want to be right behind this. Hiding. Over here. Yeah, he's not noticed, so as soon as he walks back, I can vault the gate. Okay. That's nice and done.
Drawbridge is close now. Just beyond this building. Our mayor's really liking his own face. Not that he'd ever show it in these parts.
Yeah. He's like, I'm amazing. Look at me. I'm so awesome. Okay, so Eriksholm's here. And this was on one of the posters we read earlier too, Rosmark. So I take it Rosmark is the nation. Because I'm not seeing a dot by this for city. So we're in the nation of Rosmark in Eriksholm right now. Arnvik is another big city. I don't know which one's supposed to be the capital. Anyway, so we're in Rosmark. Silverheim is up here, and Valenmark is down here, with Björnhaven here. And then Fjellhammer and Silverheim. So this is more of a dwarf country, it looks like. Or Nordic, depending on how the world is laid out. Because I don't know how fantasy this is versus just, more like Victorian era. I don't know. I think all of this is kind of Nordic, though, right? Fjellensten is within this country. Or Eriksholm spelled this way, Eriksholm, or Hjortvik, right? And then down here, there's Malmsbrunn, Björnhaven. Then over here is Skjerskjog, Fjellhammer. So actually, I think this whole thing is Nordic. I don't know if there are different, like if we ever end up in any of these other countries. Interesting, though.
Our country. We're about as far north as you can go.
Almost. Yeah, just that one country to the north. Clearly, you're not so far north that it's freezing, because your clothing doesn't really look like winter clothing. And well, I guess that's maybe that's wrong to say that, though, because if you look at somewhere like Norway or Sweden or Finland, or Denmark even, although it's a little bit further south, those in the middle of the summer, they don't have a problem wearing the type of clothes she's wearing. So maybe it's not so bad, actually. Probably never go swimming unless you're, you like being frozen. But couldn't see it coming up with a plot twist. Oh, you think AI? Yeah, AI can... So the thing with AI is more informational. So if somebody is...
We used to play Dare, Herman and I. Who could walk the longest without cracking the glass? Didn't always end well.
Oh, is this all glass? Oh, yikes. So I might have to do like a run really fast part or something, not to have the glass shatter. That's fun. Anyway, I think it sees what other people have written in what people have written in the past, and it might try to go, oh, well, this was the plot twist in this book, or in this story, and use that, but then it's really just copying what somebody already did, right? It's not coming up with something new. And arguably, you could say that humans do that too, but humans at least come up with some variation of realism, right? Some degree of that, I think, when they do their stuff. At least they try to. So what am I doing? Am I, because of the glass, am I trying to hurry across here and up this? Maybe? But it's not going yellow, so I don't know if that's what I want or not. But yellow doesn't point the direction you want to go necessarily, just things you interact with, right? Like the gate over here. Obviously, I don't want to go back that way. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going up this. Yeah, it's looking like I'm just going to be walking on this, so I got to be careful. There's glass here for sure, but I thought these would be glass as well, but maybe not. So we'll find out. What is... Oh, there's something down here that I missed. Oh, but I can go this ladder and come down. Okay, is there something up here that I need to get before I leave this? Yeah, over here. So I want to go over here, grab this if I can, and then come all the way back across and come down the ladder. All right, awesome. All right, let's see if this has me slipping or anything as I go. Doesn't seem to be a problem. If I walk across... Yeah, if I walk across the peak of this... oh, I guess I'm not sneaking anymore. Go to here, and then across. I don't risk glass, right? She mentioned the glass, so I thought it might be fragile and I might be potentially fall. I think if you walk on the glass, you probably could, too, but... We used to craft the finest sails in Eriksholm. Cutter's Hill was the gem of our city, but with the advent of steam power, we're no longer in demand. We are starving, and the mayor does nothing. Even so, nothing compares to the touch of fingers on cloth, the wind's rhythm in a raised sail. There might not be much work left, but I'd rather do this just once more, and then be done with it, than work another day in the factories, yeah.
I wish I'd been around when things were like this once. Only know it from the stories Mum told us.
Yeah. If I come down this way... What does that mean? I can still come over here. Does this expose me more to guards? I guess the guards or police or whatever are there. So maybe, but not really very much. They're far away. I'm not seeing anybody close up. So probably, if they're both heading this way, I can probably just come down. Might want to wait and see what their patrol pattern is, though, if they turn back. I obviously don't want to go when they're in the long process of coming across. Oh. Potentially I'm going here as well. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because I'm going the drawbridge. So I guess... Alright. Let me go ahead and try coming down this. Where are we? Way over here? Okay, so I gotta come back. Wait. Do I just drop here? Maybe. Okay. What does this do if I just do that? Okay, so far so good.
Not far now. I'm almost by the drawbridge.
Okay, there is a collectible over this way. So let me go over here.
There it is. I just have to get across and I'll soon be at the east gate.
Yep, but hang on, we got a collectible. or whatever, a note, whatever it is. And then we have also, there was a grate potentially to go through. I don't know where that comes out. I'd like to swap the Thursday shift with Fred. He's okay with it, so if it's all right with you, sir, I'll take this slot, and he'll take mine. The girl's not well, and we're not sure if she'll make it. The lad needs someone to watch over her when he's working. So I'll sit by her side when he can't.
Sebastian, I'm glad you decided to stay.
Now, is there something down here? Or is this just a dead end? I don't know. It doesn't look to me like there's anything down here, but let me check. I can't really zoom in anymore, so it is what it is. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Zoom out a bit. Now, I could go back up the ladder. I don't know that I want to, though. Like, if I were going to do that, what would be the point? I don't know what the point would be. I don't know. Let me go, since I can't seem to look on the roof very much, let me go up just to see what I can see from here. But I don't think there's anything left up here I want to do. There's nothing like behind these or anything, right? No. Nothing behind them. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to be up here. Let's just go back down. Here. And like I said, there are the doors here, but there's this to go inside. I think I want to go inside. I'm not sure why. But when you have doors plus this, I wonder if I use this as a hiding place when the Roberts is gone, so they'll come investigate and I'll be hiding inside? I don't know. Let's go in here and see what we got inside.
Listen, the drawbridge is out of gas. We don't know which canister goes into what slot to power it back on, and I can't be bothered to track the cables to find out.
Every time Tom is gone, this is what happens. You know what we need, Magnus?
Coffee?
Yep.
I think we've earned it.
Just in case anyone shows. It'll look like we're doing something at least.
Nice. Come on, let's go.
Did she just electrify something? I feel like maybe this is a problem. Okay, so I probably would have found out that there was no gas if I would have just gone straight initially. So obviously I can do that. I don't think I want to do that yet. Okay, let me exit. I don't need to go very far. Just there's fine. What am I?
That's the cable leading into the building.
I can't really interact with this. Do I need to use this and then see that it doesn't work and then... I don't know. I think they'll hear me, though, if I try to use it right and it starts, like, moaning and stuff because the machinery can't move like it should. So then what? This is gas, though, right? Oh, maybe I can grab the gas? Okay, let's just try it. If it's a problem, we'll find out.
If I can track the cables, I'll know which slot will power the bridge.
Okay, hang on. So if I track the cables, okay, so from this, we go here. Oh, but I won't be able to see unless this is lifted. I see, okay. Okay, this we do, I guess, then. Move the crane, and then hoist up and down. Okay, so I want to do... rotate it something like this. Too far? Too far. Not low enough. This. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to go in a slot or just underneath. If it's a slot, that's even trickier. Still lower. Try not to hit things as I go by. I rotate it, so yeah, like that. Okay, so going through there. Not quite. I need to go this way some. Through here. Hang on. This. And back to there. Oh, maybe this way more is better. To there. This one. Okay, so it's the second one from the end closest, like second closest to the door. Because it's... if you follow from that one coming out, it comes out. Hang on. I think I could just leave that there if I hit leave, right? Okay. So following this, okay, this comes like this. And through comes to this. It's this cord cable right here, like this. Come like this to this point. And then if I move this again back, so you can kind of see it better now as well. If you follow that same cable that I showed you around, it comes through. So we end up with basically it's the cable that's lying on the bottom of the blue tarp or whatever. So if I do this,
I just have to put the canisters in the correct slot and it'll power the bridge.
So this came from this, right? Which was from there. Comes through and then connects to this. So that's what I need to put the canisters in this slot. Okay. Which means I don't actually know if that means all that much in terms of where I set this down. I suppose I could... I wonder if I can do... with how far over this comes. Okay, now let's do this. Let me rotate this camera angle this way so I can see. Okay. Oh, it's going to rotate back again? Okay, well, in that case. But anyway, what I'm thinking is if I do... Is that pretty much lined up with a track in terms of where the door is? Because if...
I just have to put the canisters in the correct slot.
Yeah, because if I can put this basically to block the door, they'll come back through. That might slow them down if for some reason they get they notice and try to come back in and get upset or whatever. So I do that, and then just down, I think, right? Okay. So out. So I don't know if I can go that much farther toward her, so we'll come from this side. Okay. Not what I meant. Not what I meant. Not what I meant. I meant set down. Out this way. Oh. We'll come back from the other side because obviously we have to push it into the slot, not pull it into the slot. Calm down. Stop swaying. Oh. I see. I see a little problem. I am too far through. I need to not be all the way through like I am. Hang on. I'll just do it on the edge. Oh. My two. A little bit tricky, not too bad, but a little bit.
That's it. Power's back on.
Complete a crane puzzle. Apparently. Oh, and then it automatically... Okay, so space to leave the crane controls. So I guess I go back out this. Wait, or not? Oh, do I do this?
Finally. It's working now.
Okay, now I need to... Oh, it doesn't look like anybody's going to potentially catch me going to this point. So I could probably just run.
Eastgate's up ahead. It's my way out from Cutter's Hill.
Alright.
I think Herman's hiding at Evergreen South. That's where we always go when we need to escape. Once I've left Cutter's Hill, I'll look for him there.
Oh, guard right here, I see. Don't see anybody over there, so if I do this. Let me see if he comes around the truck or whatever. Oh, he did kind of, but he stopped. Okay. So I can go down this, I think. Excuse me. Cutter's Hill in the past. Glass. Her hands moved with strength and finesse. Molten glass danced with liquid flame as she guided it. The heat merged with the craft, passion blended with art. This was alchemy, fire and beauty, skill and material. I know it's just glass, but I was enchanted. All this now soon lost, as the reign of change shadows us all.
I think she lived in that old building by the gates close to the old hotel.
Oh, and this is a guard too, isn't it? As long as I'm not loud. Actually, I think it's just some dude smoking a pipe, but... This guy's a guard. So that'll be interesting. Wonder how we get past him. Go down this way? No, not really. Not really a way to go from there. Let me double check this. Maybe this isn't a guard. Yeah, I think this isn't a guard. He doesn't look like this guy. Well, he kind of does, actually. I think it is. Well, crap. What can I do? Do I go back this way? Sneaking around this guy somehow? Nah. Surely not, right? Because if I go back this way, first of all, I don't see where I would go. And secondly, I'm going the opposite direction of where I want to be here. So I don't think that's right. But I'm pretty sure this guy's a guard. I guess there's only one way to know. Is to try it, I suppose. Even if he is, he may not care if I'm going this way. I don't know. It depends. There's a note over here as well. Let me just go over to the note, and then if I get caught, then I know don't do that, and then...
Hey, Thorn. Good to see you're well again.
Yeah. It takes more than the heart box to beat me.
Likewise. Later.
Bye, Hanna.
Oh, nice. Okay, so he's just a friend. I don't know, the other guy's patrolling, and he looks similar, so I was like, I don't know if I can go this way. I didn't see anywhere else to go. The Rosemark Food Administration, 14 tickets for a midday meal for laborers. Name, Frederick. Allgreen, I think, A-H-L-G-R, or G, no, Allgren, A-H-L-G-R-E-N. City Eriksholm District, Cutters Hill. Not valid without a stamp. There's a valid stamp on it. Okay, anyway. 29 male, 160 pounds, 5'9". Longs horseman. So he cares for horses, like kind of a stable master, sort of. David Cederberg. Wonder with the advent of steam how much horses are still used. I imagine
It's mostly rice and potatoes these days. At least for us.
I imagine they mostly still use horses, at least in some capacities. Because the type of time period it seems to be. I don't know for sure, obviously, though. But it seems to make sense to me.
Look, I won't be gone long.
But you're going to embark. You've signed up and everything. Aren't we supposed to decide these things together? Don't I get a say in this?
Lisa, we've got no money. With the baby coming, you got a better idea?
Yeah, don't sign up. Don't get killed. That's a better idea.
I'm not gonna... Okay, come here.
No. We'll talk tonight at home. I have to get to work now.
Yeah, her concern is definitely fair. Joining any kind of military always comes with risk. C to center and attach camera? Oh, I see. So if I'm like this, if I hit C, yeah, it'll center me in the middle of the camera and everything. That makes sense. Another note over here. Can go this way or this way. So we'll see after the note which one makes sense. Might want to do both. Given that we had, well, collectibles. I don't care about those as much. I mean, I care, but I don't care as much. But given we had collectibles in two directions, I wonder if we would have notes in two directions, adding or not to the story and the mythology of the world and stuff. Oh yeah, I missed the last bit you said too. Yeah, Swedish game. Thought it might be Polish. Swede developer. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting because the languages I saw at the beginning, or like at the start menu, looked like one of the language options. It was like, well, it had default, and then the first option after default was Chinese. I think. Pretty sure it was Chinese. I don't think it was Japanese. For sure it was not Korean or Vietnamese or something. So I think it was Chinese. So it was like default, then it was Chinese, and then it was English after that. Now maybe that's just cycling through. You get a bunch of other languages after as well. I don't know. The only reason I'm questioning whether it was Chinese or not, I have learned some Mandarin and so some writing, some Chinese writing in the past. But I'm not by any means even remotely close to fluent. So I think it's Chinese. It looks similar to the kind of writing like strokes and things I learned to do forever ago. Like 25 years ago, something like that. So half my lifetime ago. Anyway. Dear Ilsa, the trees are in full bloom. Everywhere I look, I see white flowers on silver branches. Come fall, I imagine fresh red apples and apple pie with whipped cream. Please come soon. Yours, Sylvester.
Whipped cream? Don't think I ever had that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're struggling to make ends meet, whipped cream is sort of a delicacy, so it's not really something you would focus on, I wouldn't think. Yeah, I don't think, unless I'm missing something, I don't think there's anything down here, but there is another ladder, so let me see. Am I missing something down here to try to grab or interact with? Because if you went this way, If you drop down here... Oh, no, I see. In both cases, whether I go here or the other way, you're going to want to come to this ladder and down and then continue like this. I see. And nothing on top of this roof that I would want. Okay, so I think I'm just coming down. That makes sense. And then here. At this point, I'm not going to run because I don't know. There might be a guard I'm missing, and I don't really want to draw attention where suddenly, oh, by the way.
Oh, hey, Hanna. Look what I caught today.
That's great, Roy.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, and by the way, hi, guard, and then, you know, might as well not do that if I can avoid it. I guess more people join your group as you go along, because in the controls there is, I think, 1, 2, and 3 are for different characters. So there's, at some point, there's either a group or maybe switching perspectives between people, even if you're not actually grouped together. Because there's that in the controls.
They're late.
Probably stuck at Barrel's Pier. They got the heart pox pretty bad down there.
Oh, they better be here soon. These coffins are starting to smell.
Seems like the heart pox is spreading. It's all over the city.
The heart pox. So you get these little sores all over your heart? Yikes. I imagine that's incredibly painful. And potentially probably lethal, it sounds like from this, but especially painful. Only especially because obviously it's a plague, so obviously lethal. But if it's something that's painless but kills, at least there's, you know, not a lot of suffering. But it doesn't seem to. Citizens of Eriksholm, do your part to stop the heart pox. I'm assuming they mean by not spreading it, probably, because I don't really know that many people here are trained in medicine. Probably not. Just gonna go on a limb and say that is not the common trade of the area. Both given all the docks, but also just the common people around don't seem like they're particularly like specialized education type folks. They're educated in whatever their trade is, and possibly beyond that too, but they don't feel like specialized like, I know stuff about diseases. The authorities don't come here often, and the fishing's still plenty. Amidst all the turmoil of change, this place remains the same. Connected to the sea, a river runs through the city. There's probably more like a connected to the city, the river runs through the city. Or connected to the sea, a river runs through the city, the slow hum of water. We gather to tell our stories, to share bread and grilled cod, to laugh and remember.
This is one of my favorite places in Cutter's Hill. Herman and I have caught a lot of fish here.
We came from down here, so we're continuing this way. Which does not seem to be around any guards. There is another note over here, so I'll go get this. Seems like nobody's going to spot me, though. I don't see anybody around. I know British people hate it when Americans try to do British accents. I don't care. I know I don't do it very well, and that's fine. Eriksholm Police Department investigation report. We've started preliminary investigations on the contraband smugglers. They previously operated in canals in Cutter's Hill, but have apparently moved after the lockdown to Green Rock. Earlier reports suggest they've established a route through the mountain now. If this is true, then they must be using the old tunnels. Considering the activity in the industrial drilling areas, this would make sense. However, our men are reluctant to enter the Green Rock mines in general, and the old tunnels in particular, so we've yet to collect and establish any firm evidence on this. Our best lead is the guiding marks, known as the miner's code written on the wall to help navigate the tunnels. But they're difficult to interpret. We don't trust the local workers to do it for us. One wrong step in the old tunnels, and that's more often than not your last step. Knowing how the Green Rock and Cutters Hill locals feel about us, they'd likely take an opportunity to send us to our death without a moment's hesitation.
You're not wrong about everything, Officer Lander, sir.
Yeah, they are not fans of the police. Big shocker. Honestly, it's historically just in all over the...
There's the East Gate.
Oh.
I just need to get past those officers and I'm out.
Didn't want to interrupt her. All over the world, historically, generally speaking, unless you're something like a king's or queen's guard or something for royalty, and even in those cases, I think it depends. But other than something like that, general, or a knight, maybe, I guess, in some cases. But anyway, generally speaking, any kind of authority figure, but especially something like police, its enforcement, has been disliked heavily by most people in an area.
Oh no.
Go! Seal the gates, quickly!
What's going on?
We're closing the gates on the police commissioner's authority. We're stopping the wench by any means from leaving Cutters Hill.
The commissioner? What's she done to attract that kind of attention?
What does it matter?
I guess it doesn't.
I have to find another way now. I can try the cargo trains. They never check the trains anyway.
Let me try this. See if I can hide on the train. Yeah, okay. Sure, if you say so. Here. After he turns and goes back in, given how much time he had, I'm going to try to hide behind the barrels. How hidden am I or not? I think I'm hidden from him. Where am I going? Over here, right? Where does this guy come? Okay, he's just patrolling there. So down here, it should be no problem. I don't think I can go through this. So I'm going to have to go around through here, but I think there are no guards up to this point as long as I get past this guy. Yeah, and he's not. This should be fine. What I might want to make sure I'm behind the gate here, just in case. Alright, what's our pattern here? You continue that way. And then you go left here again, just around. Oh, you go further this way. A little bit of a break. Oh, and then he comes back this way. So that's If I were to have gone here and then tried to go this way, that would have been a problem. Oh, but after he comes through here, if I were hiding here, I could sneak around this way. And then what about this guy? At a certain point, he's got to come here and face this way to stand, right? So I have to pay attention to when he does that. Oh. So they're making it look like, I mean, I basically, it's just a way I can go. But it's making it kind of look like this might be the better way to go this way. I'm not sold on that. I'm really not. Because see, if he's here, if I'm hiding here, he's not, I'm out of line of sight. And then if I wait till he comes around here, as long as this guy's facing away, like this guy will come back this way. And then after this guy comes back, turns back, this guy's still facing away, and this guy's facing like this. Then he goes and he turns. Yeah, I should be able to sneak like this, right? And then over here. I don't know. Maybe not. Might actually be safer because there's the stack of stuff here. If I go this way and then come over this and I stay here, this blocks him and this blocks him, and then both are away, I can sneak through. Is that, and then, yeah, and then I'm going up this. Okay. So I think that is right. I think the other, I don't know the other was really a bait, but it's a more difficult path to try to follow, I think. Okay, so what I first want to do is coordinate with this guy. Okay, so I go up here. Yep, like this. This. Over here. Here. And now up over this. Yep. Alright. We made it that way so far. Where's this other guy? Here. Yeah, so I want to wait. Okay. I'm glad I waited. I don't see any notes or anything to grab over, like, while I'm here. Let me just double check. It doesn't look like it to me, though. I definitely saw nothing in this area as I passed through. Yeah, I don't, unless there's something over here. No. No, I'm pretty sure it's nothing. That other guy's way over there. So if I go like this, no. Back. Haha, almost caught. Almost caught, dang. Okay.
There's the train. I'll get on board and then I'm out of here.
Yeah, that should be out of his line of sight now with the door and everything, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I think that's all. You get the manifest, Sam, and then we'll depart. In time for once.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there's something down here. So I guess I can do this. I'll watch for this guard. I'll drop here and get this note over here. There's also a ladder, of course. So after that's there, then I can... Nothing to see here. No worries. Nothing at all. There is a ladder here. I don't know if it's wise to take that or not. We'll see. Rosemark Railways SE, Eriksholm to Apple Garden Station R. I guess that's saying that's for Rosemark or something. Anyway, third single return. Oh, return ticket.
Someday, Herman, or leave here and go there.
Oh, yeah. Potentially, because if he comes over here, if I've come up here, I could just jump in there. Is there anything else I want to grab from here while I'm... Doesn't really look like it. Nah, I think just jumping in there. Nothing over on this side either, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So... do this, but I will pause part way up. Remind myself where he comes to. I think it's about here. So I probably can hide behind this stuff, but let me double check. Oh, here, but he looks out this way. Yeah, so I could go here. He won't see me. Okay. And there. There we go.
Looks like they're leaving soon. Perfect timing.
Excellent.
Manifest, ma'am?
Good man, Sam. Get on board.
Right, ma'am.
Hold on, Herman. I'm coming.
They even keep their patrol as
If you
it
really
pulls
are
out.
hiding at Evergreen South, I'll see you soon. You got some explaining to do when I see you, though.
Get down! Get down! Down.
Oh, why are we stopping?
Uh-oh. I know likey this. So I gotta get out.
All right, search the carts. If she's here, we'll find her.
They'll find me. I have to get out. Just wait for the right moment.
We're only carrying the usual, officer. It's just the Cutters Hill transport to...
We don't care about your cargo. Empty. We're looking for the wench.
The wench? What wench? Excuse me, officer. The harbour master's expecting us.
Cutters Hill is closed. You're not going anywhere until we find the girl.
All right.
The cable system's my only option now. Looks like I'll have to go through Alva's territory after all.
This way, huh? Awesome. Okay. You facing toward, or are you facing with your back?
Empty. No one's here, sir.
Right, men. She's not here. But she could still try to break through this way. If she does, we'll catch her.
It's stuck.
Oh.
She's over there! She's by the gate!
Come on, come on, come on.
Stuck! Look, you got nowhere to go. We got you surrounded.
Really? Come and get me then.
Officers! She's in the scrapyard! Get her! We're coming!
Ah, crap.
I'll search this section, and you cover that area over there.
Yes, sir.
Right, where are we at? She's inside, sir. She locked the gate, but there's no way out. She's trapped, sir. You and you. Circle the scrapyard, help cover the area.
I think she was just here. We can't lose her now.
You search down there. You take the left side. I'll guard the exit.
Check every nook and cranny.
I'll check over here. Will you open the gate, fellas?
Right.
This way?
Well, I'll be... She broke the bolt.
Oh, there you go.
You watch the gate. Make sure she can't slip out.
Get her!
Ah! Dang it. Alright.
This section, and you cover that area over there.
Yes, sir.
Right, where we at?
Where am
She's
I even
inside,
trying
sir.
to go?
She locked the gate,
I mean,
but there's
other
no way
than
out.
dodge them.
She's trapped, sir. You and you. Circle the scrapyard. Help cover the area.
I think she was just here. We can't lose her now.
This way.
Check every nook and cranny.
I'll check over here.
Will you open the gate, fellas?
Right. Well, I'll be... She broke the bolt.
Oh, there you go.
You watch the
Whoa,
gate.
whoa, stop. What are you
Make
doing?
sure she can't slip out. Spread out. Form a net and reel her in. We're searching every corner now.
I'll check over here.
Remember, she's small. She could be hiding in a box for all we know.
Phew. Maybe. Last time I thought I had a breather, I suddenly had a problem, so we'll see.
Here we go. Almost there. Just a little bit more.
Over here! She's getting away! Out of my way! I'll handle this. Well, finally. Should we go then? That wasn't so hard, was it? Well, go after her! Now! That's suicide, sir! But she's right there! It's a drop to certain death, sir! Every time we go into Cutter's Hill.
Get out of Cutter's Hill before the police find you. I missed one note and I missed 3 collectibles. Oh well. Yeah, there's like where that one area where you're just like trying to go. I'm like, are you coming this way? No. Are you coming this way? Oh crap. Are you coming this way? No. Are you coming this way? Ah, dang. So we'll see the first cutscene and then I'll save it and then it'll be a checkpoint save, I think. And then, Chapter 2, A Friend Once Lost. That was a nice transition. I like that. Nice. It's not quite, but it's sort of a shanty town. But like built up on rocks. Interesting.
Right, I'm here. Oh, come on. I don't have time for this.
Hey, Hanna.
Hey, Jules. Hey, Elliot.
Hey.
It's good to see you. How you been?
Not too bad. Keeping busy.
Speaking of, you know anything about the police?
You want to be more specific?
Does he have to?
Well, yeah. I might know something. Is she mad?
Who, Alva? Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Can I see her?
I'm not sure she wants to see you.
No?
Let's find out. Come on.
I have a feeling Alva tends to be angry a lot, though. She wasn't looking especially happy with the idea
Might as well
anyway.
get it over with.
In the first place, so. I mean, we might need to rewatch that conversation next time, but we'll We'll just see. So we'll go to the title menu. Okay. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Interesting story. It takes some similar, like, really high level concepts, like the Plague, for example, from the Dishonored games, but instead of getting in the muck and dealing with the rats and stuff all the time yourself, as well as trying to off people or sneak past them, whatever your strategy was, instead of that, well, I guess because they're sneaking past them here, but other than, like, instead of that, you basically, at least up to this point, have no weapons whatsoever, so it's totally a roguelike, right? But it's the isometric perspective, so it's not the same as like in a lot of horror games where you're trying to sneak and you're seeing stuff as if you were there. You're instead like pulled up away from it, so you can see more of the world and enjoy a lot more of the graphical things of the world, the background, and the characters moving about, and of course overhearing some conversations and stuff. It's really cool. I like it quite a bit, actually. In that regard, actually, except that this is isometric and the other is not. But other than that, in that regard, though, this is kind of similar in some ways to Alien Isolation, the first game. Because I know the second one's coming out soon, but the first Alien Isolation, because in that, as you tracked through areas, you would have places where she would pause and overhear a conversation and see some of the interactions with characters, and of course you could get closer to stuff, see the background. Anyway, so that's that in that way, that's slightly similar too. No games are going to be completely 100% unique. You've never seen anything like it ever in any game with no similarities at all. I don't think there's any game that ever will be that way, but this absolutely has its own flavor and own style and own story. The story is with the Heartpox plague as the background, the backdrop, as things progress with what's going on with Herman, our character Hannah's brother, as well as like different districts in the city, which are more in line with other steampunk type things you see. Anyway, so yeah, there's obviously with the isometric perspective, there's none of the fighting, but as far as the travel and stuff, there's a lot of similarity with other isometric games we've done. So, like, I did not super long ago, that's actually going to be in one of the games shown in the ending, but I did Shadwin, which is another isometric one, where you're a rogue, either killing or sneaking past guards while there's the little girl you're trying to help escape through. So it's kind of like an escort quest consistently through most of that game. But anyway, so similarities to some degree from between this and that, all of that was medieval in setting, or between this and something like I'd say something more like the Diablo games, for example, or possibly Warcraft or something, except obviously there's not the management aspect like in Warcraft, and in Diablo there's not the battle aspect, at least not yet, but you have a lot of otherwise similar kinds of things to this. But this obviously being newer and being more focused on the world and not so much on some of the, like, what objects might be dangerous for you, what enemies might be coming and stuff. This is richer in terms of detail in the backgrounds, overall, than the Diablo games were. Even, I haven't played Diablo 4, so maybe that's different now. But even as late as Diablo 3, and its DLC, so like 2014 or something, for the DLC, was 13 or 14 anyway. Even as recent as that, there were areas that were a lot more detailed, but there were areas that weren't as detailed because it just kind of served the purpose of getting you from A to B, wherever you were going, right? So this focuses a lot more on the details, so stuff is richer, the background is richer, more vibrant. So I've been pleasantly surprised with that aspect of it. So that's really cool. All right, so we'll leave that there for today. I hope you enjoyed it so far, Monmouth. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Is it worth all the hype? I mean, from what I'm seeing so far, yeah. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to like massive amounts of hype or something. So I can't really speak to that. Like, I don't know about for all the hype, but whatever positive comments, like reviews and things I've seen on Steam about it and stuff, trying to avoid a lot of the reviews that try to give stuff away, but just ones that just give a high level, I really liked it because of X, Y, or Z kind of stuff. It seems like it deserves the kind of hype and stuff that I'm seeing from that stuff. So, we haven't had a cutscene since that opening pair, like that opening introduction before, like in the prologue, before you even get into chapter 1. So it's hard to judge as far as whether that type of stuff continues if it remains consistently high quality. But what I saw so far, that was really high quality. And like I said, I already gave my assessment for the isometric aspect of things where you're wandering around the world and stuff. Very, very, very well done, I think. Extremely well done. Even places, like we were inside a factory, for example, they have some sheets of corrugated, I mean, I'm assuming they're steel, they're metal of some kind at least. Probably steel, maybe iron, probably steel though, at least to some degree. Anyway, you had sheets of corrugated steel, we'll call them, in the factory. Those did not look just like carbon copies of each other. Like you had some that were narrower and not like they were like, so let's say the corrugation, it goes this way. Some of those were short but wide. Some of them were narrow but tall. Some of them went different directions, so they didn't always go the same direction. Sometimes they went up and down, depending on where they were put together. There are some places where, they have boards, but the boards are of different length to indicate uneven cobbling together. Cobbling in the generic sense, not actually shoe work, but cobbling together of the boards to make a gate, for example. If it was just some, commoner throwing together a gate for themselves, then those are uneven and not really, the boards don't really match and stuff. But if it's like a fancier place or something, they're very nicely done with an arch above them, and so the gate itself is curved to match that. So you get a lot of these dynamics, right? A lot of the unevenness to represent, more common, less like labor that was less concerned about appearance and stuff, and then you get some of the reverse of that. Yeah, and a ton of different locations, right? There was a factory, there was the place by the drawbridge, there was the city, of course, just generally. There was the apartment building where you started when the police first got after her and where she had tried to escape out of the apartment building to the rooftops. You had that train area and all the crates and stuff for shipping. You had the ships themselves, like the boats and things by the canals. Really wide variety, wide spectrum of stuff. I can't imagine how long this took to make all the assets, to make all these different areas, but very, very detailed, very well done. I've been extremely really impressed by it graphically, visually so far. So I'm sure you can't tell that at all. But anyway, okay. So I will, in about just over like 11 hours and 15 minutes from now, I'll continue streaming The Whispered World, unless I have problems with the internet again and it craps out. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I don't have wood to knock on, so hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Anyway, so about 11 hours and 15 minutes, we'll continue The Whispered World. And then we also finished True Fear Forsaken Souls Part 3 last week, or 2 weeks ago when I was in town last. So that means that we'll be doing another game tomorrow night. If you have a strong desire for something in particular tomorrow night, I'd like to do another one of our Halloween games. If you have a strong desire for one in particular, let me know. So the 4 left from the 2025 stream are Concluse 2. That's a kind of black and white, more blocky, one where there are like potentially like shadow enemies that follow you and stuff. So there's that. Concludes 2. There's the Light Keeper. We basically ended that where we were in the lighthouse again at the end of a tunnel where all the lights went out in the tunnel. And so we're basically about to head into a dark, scary tunnel. So that's the Light Keeper. We have Little Nightmares 3. Trying to remember where we left off on that. I know we had gone, I think we just escaped an area with some of the larger enemy, the giants or the humans, or whatever they are, the tall people, we'll call them, or whatever. We just had escaped one area of that, hiding on a train, and then getting out onto not a train. Anyway, we just escaped an area where there were a bunch of tall people, and we're about to head into another one. I don't know. It's been a bit. I'll have to rewatch the video to remind myself so I know what's going on. Because we also did Reanimal. I did a demo of Reanimal not long after that, or maybe it was a little bit before that. And so I potentially am conflating the two. So I want to make sure I keep those separate. Anyway, we're somewhere in Little Nightmares 3. And then the last one is Blood West, that more cartoony style. It's in the series of the Blood series. Like there are other ones, like there's one just called Blood and whatever. Anyway, but it's where you're the undead warrior brought back to kill the other demons that are in the area infesting everything, but it's more cartoony. So there's that one too. So we got those 4. Concludes 2, the blocky with the shadow things, Light Keeper, Little Nightmares 3, and that Blood West. So those are the 4 left from Halloween. I feel like probably the Light Keeper and Concludes 2 both are probably relatively short overall, so probably not as much left. I think the Light Keeper of all 4 is probably the shortest of all of them. With how much time left is in the game. I don't know for sure, but I get the feeling it kind of moved right along for a lot of the story. So I feel like we probably don't have a whole lot more on that. Concludes 2 probably, I'm guessing, is maybe another 4 or 6 hours, something like that, I would guess. Little Nightmares 3 is probably like a good 10 hours of my playing. So probably like a couple of months, maybe 2.5 months. Blood West is probably, I would guess, not 2.5 months. Sorry. If Little Nightmares 3 has, let's say, 10 hours left, I'm thinking it has like 10 or 12. That's 2 hours a night. Yeah. So if it's like 12, that'd be like 2.5 months. But if it's like 10, that's closer to like 2 months and maybe a little run over. If that, it might not even be that long. I don't know. And then Blood West, I think, is probably 1.5 months, maybe, of live streams. So we'll see. And I think I'm counting with how long I say I'm guessing they are still. I am counting being gone for at least a couple of weekends during that time too. So I don't think they'll be too long. Anyway, so if any of those sound like you would be more interested in one versus the other, let me know. I'll probably I've never done this before just because I never think about doing it. I'll probably put a poll on Discord and ask what you would prefer of those 4 to see for the 3rd stream this weekend. So if you're watching on video, like on the live stream, but you're not on Discord, I put a link to Discord now, or to my link tree, which has a link to my Discord now. So you can find that and go to my Discord. It should be in the stream description. I'm not going to try to derail what my thought process is too much. Anyway, but on Discord, I will post a poll and try to see what responses I get for what people would prefer that I play on the 3rd stream. And then it'll be one of those. Concludes to the Light Keeper, Blood West, or Little Nightmares 3. And then whatever, even if it's just one vote, whatever gets the most votes will be what we'll do tomorrow at this same time slot. So a little over 11 hours from now, I will be doing Whispered World, and then whatever the poll concludes will be the next stream after that. and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, Monmouth, and anybody else who's watched quietly. I've seen at least 4 or 5 people viewing, so I know there are other people out there. So I'll just say hello and go vote if you don't mind being on the Discord server for that. Otherwise, though, I will see you next time you're able to watch a stream. Till next time, take care. Peace.